And welcome back to my channel, Aquarian Empress Tarot. Happy New Year's Eve, you guys, and Happy New Year's, because when the new year comes in, I probably will be asleep. But I wanted to hop in and just say, yay! So many blessings to be grateful for. Life itself, the fact that we made it through 2021, because it was a lot. Okay, 2021 it was ashy, but we made it through. So hopefully going into the new year, we'll have more blessings, more abundance, more prosperity, more love, more friendships, all the good stuff. And, just all blessings going forward. Doing all things from a place of love. And I know on my Instagram account, we were talking about, not too long ago, we were talking about setting goals. So I kind of wanted to talk a little bit about that, because I know people will be like, oh, what's your New Year's resolution? I don't have one. I have a goal. I have a goal, and I'm setting a plan to reach that goal for the new year. So that's where we at, okay? Make sure y'all have a blast bringing in the new year. But more importantly, make sure you are focused on what it is that you want. You have the power to determine how your year pans out for you. Will there be challenges? Absolutely. Will there be setbacks? Absolutely. But the focus should be on the blessings. The focus should be on staying determined, staying motivated. And sometimes you have to learn how to motivate yourself. You can't always look for that motivation through other people. Being able to get yourself through the tough times and not relying on other people to do it. So, set your mind going into the new year that it's gonna be great. You're gonna achieve the things that you want to achieve. You're gonna be able to do the things that you want to do, whatever that is. I know for me, I like to make a list of the things that I want to get accomplished, and then write out a plan of how I plan to accomplish those goals. So there's that. Also, for those of you guys who, because I've had people comment on. Okay. So those of you guys who comment on my live streams, who are like, oh, well, I didn't get the notification, probably because either you're not subscribed or your notifications are not turned on. So make sure you turn them on, okay? So I just wanted to come in and say, hey, Happy New Year, you guys. Hopefully you're focused on what it is that you want. So make sure you have in your mind or on paper, whichever one works for you, what it is that you want to achieve and how you plan to get there. Like if you're wanting to lose weight going into the new year, how are you going to change your diet? What is your exercise plan? What is your routine going to be? And then, first thing Monday morning, let's go, right? For me, I want to eat healthier. So that's going to be a goal for me going into the new year, which I started doing this year, but I want to do even better. So that's one of my personal goals. And just really staying focused on what I've got going on, not taking on what everybody else's issues are, staying in my lane, not being distracted. Because let me tell you, as an air sign, as an Aquarius, I don't know about y'all, but sometimes I get distracted. Sometimes. Hi, Diana. How are you? Sometimes I get distracted, and I'm really working on being intentional with the way I move. Happy New Year. Hey to everybody hopping in the live stream. Happy New Year. Hope all of you all are doing well. Definitely sending you well wishes and blessings your way. I get distracted sometimes, y'all, so I'm working on it. I'm working on it. Here's the thing about doing shadow work, because I did shadow work this year, and there were some things that I learned about myself that I didn't even realize. When you know better, you do better. So when I learned why I react and respond to people in certain ways that I don't think are the best, I know how to change that behavior. So going into the new year, That's one of my plans, like to focus on becoming a better version of me so that I can be a blessing to other people, so that I can be able to help other people in a greater capacity. Now that I understand what my triggers are, now that I understand why I behave in certain ways. And it'll probably be a lifelong process. But at least now that I'm aware of it, I know how to catch myself and change it. You know? For me personally, comparing myself to other people, that was something that I learned not to do this year. Because just because this person is at this level in their life where they have this many followers or they have this many subscribers and their account is here, it took them a lot of work. It took them a lot of dedication. I don't know what all they had to go through to get to that point. And it doesn't mean that just because I'm not at that point that I'm lacking. Everybody's at different stages in their lives, different phases, different things going on. Some people have children, I don't. Like, you can't compare yourself to other people. And that's one of the biggest lessons that I learned in 2021. Happy New Year, Aisha. Yeah, so tell yourself, and I'm very much big on affirmations. So, you know, for me, I highly recommend them. But telling yourself you are enough, telling yourself you deserve to be truly loved, telling yourself that you are intelligent, that you have the capacity to do anything you set your mind to do, because you do. It's going to retrain your mind from thinking negative things, because a lot of times we hold ourselves back self-sabotaging with negative thinking. So whatever goals you have going into the new year, affirm, I will get the new job. I will get a job that pays me what I'm worth. I will have a relationship that will be long-term. You know what I mean? So that's one of the things that I really hope to do going into the new year, is constantly to change my mindset. Because when you can change your mindset, the mind is powerful, especially for us air signs. We are very much cerebral. We're very much cerebral. And we have to have mental stimulation and communication. So, as you know that saying, as a man thinks, so is he. That is a very true statement. So if you think like a billionaire, what do you think is going to happen? And you know those people who are very successful, they have morning routines. They have, every day they wake up, they start their day in a particular way. It's a set pattern, but you have to be committed and you have to be determined, which is why I started incorporating a morning ritual for myself, because it sets the tone for my day. Gratitude is one of those things. Every day being thankful for something. Because it's easy to get caught up throughout the course of the day. Something happens. You have to stay late because somebody didn't show up. You know, something went wrong. You got to drive all the way back to the other side of town to pick somebody up because somebody else ran late. You see where I'm going with this? So it's easy to focus on the negative instead of focusing on the positive and saying, you know what, I'm grateful that I have a job. Exactly, Aisha. Thoughts lead to feelings. Feelings lead to actions, and sometimes the actions are not always what we desire. They are not the desired outcome. So if you constantly think, just for an example, if you let's say you're in a relationship with someone, right? And because, you know, sometimes those little negative thoughts pop in. If you think that this person may be shady or there's something going on, you literally are manifesting it. And then you find out something shady did go on. Well, you've been thinking it long enough. So now you're feeling some type of way. Now you feel like, well, I don't know if I can trust him, blah, blah, blah. He's probably lying. Then the next thing you know, you're cutting off a potential long-term committed person, all because of your own insecurities. All because you're assuming the worst. You see what I'm saying? Hi, the High Priestess. Happy New Year's. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Don't let it get you down, though. Don't let it get you down, the High Priestess, because to be honest with you, we've all been exposed to it. Right now is a great time for you to focus on building up your immune system. That's exactly what I recommend doing. I've had family members who've had it 3 times, okay? And they bounce back. So don't let it get you down. I'm sorry to hear that for you, though. Happy New Year's to everybody who's hopping in. We're talking about goals right now. And this is a great time between today and tomorrow to really focus on next week. What are your plans for the week? What is it that you want to set in motion? Think about it. Dwell on it. Think about what you want and go for it. Also, you guys, I'm going to be revamping my website between tonight and tomorrow. So like I said, the prices will be going up to have access to me, my time and energy on my website. For those of y'all who are already subscribed to my website, I will be sending out, I will do promotions monthly. But all of 2021, I was discounting my prices and things of that nature to accommodate other people. And I'm not doing that in 2022. Just not going to do it. So, I will probably have subscription plans, but I'll see how I'll work that out tomorrow. And then, I'll probably do a quick little video to let y'all know what I've got going on. But anybody who needs to, who has questions or whatever, I can be reached via email. For sure, via email. Oh, also, y'all, I'm checking in. If you follow me on Instagram, last week before Christmas, I challenged everybody to say no to something. What is one thing you've said no to in the past 2 weeks and you've stuck to it? Were you challenged when you set that boundary? What boundary did you set 2 weeks ago? For those of y'all who are just hopping in, set a boundary this week for yourself. We talked about that. Because a lot of times when we don't set healthy boundaries, people will drain your energy. People will take full advantage of you. And people think they can get away with certain things when you don't set boundaries. So, my boundary was not being accessible to anyone and everyone 24/7. No ma'am. Especially on social media, because people feel like they can just constantly blow up my phone, send me DMs, tell me about their situations, constantly, no consideration, all times of the night, all times of the morning. No ma'am, no. So I set a boundary to where I'm only available via email. Do you know, to this day, it's been probably 2 weeks now? Maybe 3, going on 3 weeks now. And I still have people trying to push my boundary. Okay? I still have people trying to push my boundary. So thankfully, Instagram just automatically blocks them. All I can see is that somebody sent a request. That's all I can see. But Instagram automatically blocks them. So, but it was important for me to do it to protect my peace. And I know people were uncomfortable with it. I don't care. That's not my problem. But I needed to protect my peace and my mental health. So that's why I did it. I can't get sleep if people are bombarding me with their issues, relationship problems, job problems at 11, 12 o'clock at night. And I have to be at work. See what I'm saying? Hi, love. Absolutely, you can. Welcome to my channel if you're new. Yeah, so when you set your boundary, make sure that, I think for those who are, if you lived a life, most of your life trying to keep the peace, it's going to be hard for you to set a boundary telling people, no, do not call me after this time. I'm only available during this time. Thank you, Aisha. It's hard for people to set boundaries who are so used to giving in and being nice. Here's the thing though, with setting boundaries. Setting a boundary does not make you a mean person. It does not. Just like being honest doesn't make you a mean person. And you're not responsible for how somebody else feels about the boundary that you've set, whether they like it or not. Even in a relationship, if you have a boundary that says, don't come over my house after a certain time of the night, you have children, then whoever it is that you're dating, they need to respect that. Whether they like it or not, it's not your concern how they feel about it. See what I'm saying? Thank you, Kiki. Let's find out. I know a lot of people struggle with that. Like, oh, well, I'm afraid to tell them no. Nope, Aisha, we are not failing this challenge, girl. We are keeping this challenge. Do you hear me? Do you hear me? People just have to be uncomfortable. Oh, well. Oh, well. It is what it is. Whatever your boundaries are, stick to them. Stick to them. Like I told you, I've been having pushback ever since I set one boundary of not being available through DMs. And people felt some type of way. Just like when I decided that I wasn't doing live streams anymore, people felt some type of way. That's not my concern. It's not my concern. I have to do what's best for me. And, you know, as a human being, I have the right to decide to change my mind. I have a right to decide how I enforce my boundaries. That's up to me. How somebody else perceives me or doesn't like that, that's on them. You can do it. You got this. Okay, let's see. Kiki, what's coming in for Kiki for the new year? All right, Spirit. Yep, keep that in mind, whatever that is. Oh, no. Quit offering. Quit offering. Quit trying to be so damn nice. No. Here was the first boundary I told everybody. I said, start saying no. One thing. Start saying no to one thing. That was another lesson I learned this year. Y'all can share in the comment section what 2021, what lessons did y'all learn this year? That was one big lesson for me. Stop people pleasing. Stop doing things just to keep the peace or to make somebody else feel better, or you don't want to step on somebody else's toes. Life doesn't revolve around everybody else and then I'm not important. That's not how this operates. My needs, my feelings, my mental health is important too. My money is important too. So just because you may not like the fact that I set a boundary and say, if you like to book with me, go to my website. That's your problem, not mine. You can always go to another reader. You see what I'm saying? Spirit, what messages do you have for Kiki? What's coming in for her for the new year? Please and thank you. Let's see. Hang on. Kiki, the minimum for donations, love, is 10. It's 10. Thank you, Diana. It was a tough one because I just like Aisha, I grew up in a household where I constantly wanted to that's a great one, Kiki. Constantly like do things for my siblings. Thank you, love. No problem. No problem. Aisha's one of my moderators, so she was trying to let you know. But that was one of the things I was constantly doing, whether it's for my mom or my siblings. It's like I want to keep the peace, so I just do things to keep the peace. You know what I mean? And when you get into the habit of making everybody else happy, you kind of neglect yourself. And in neglecting yourself, it carries over into your adulthood because you're just trying. You don't want to make a boyfriend upset, or you don't want to make a friend upset, or a coworker. You're constantly people pleasing in every aspect of your life, and you're always down here, and everybody else's needs are up here. So you feel neglected. You feel lonely, you know? We've got healing. Take it easy now and heal past wounds. So going into the new year, Spirit's focus for you is going to be on healing and transformation. Also, I'm getting like, with this image of Buddha here, taking some time out to really focus on yourself and on your needs as we're talking about boundaries. How fitting. The butterflies are indicative of transformation. I love butterflies because it's about change. And so things are going to change for you going into the new year. Spirit is also saying harvest, which this is beautiful because you see the golden wheat here. It says hard work will pay off. So all of the hard work, all of the effort, if you're in school or if you're in a particular career path, all of that hard work is going to pay off. Spirit says, going into the new year. So keep going, don't give up. If you're on a certain regimen, if you are dieting, if you whatever you're doing, Spirit says keep going. All of that hard work is going to pay off. We have time. Experience life. Don't let it pass you by. Don't let it pass you by. You only get one life. And I literally was just telling somebody this earlier today. Enjoy your time. Don't save your nice stuff for later. Wear your nice stuff now. Put on that expensive fragrance and wear it. Put them red bottoms on, wear them. The things that you have right now is a time for you to use them. It's time for you to plan the vacation. It's time for you to take the trips. It's time for you to live fully. Because let me tell you, life does not slow down for you. Yeah, it's a sign. Yeah, it's a sign that it's time for change. And change is a beautiful thing because it allows us to move from one phase of life into another phase of life. Kind of like how a butterfly starts out as a little caterpillar and then it comes out, it metamorphoses into a butterfly. It's great. It's like how you start out as a baby, you go to a toddler, preteen, teenager, adult. We go through every phase in life for a reason. And even in healing, it's, it's all phases. But Spirit says, take it easy. Don't be so hard on yourself. Even if you make mistakes going into this new year, show yourself grace. Forgive yourself. I think for a lot of people, that's one of the biggest things that hold us back is because we can be super hard on ourselves, even harder than we are on other people sometimes, because you hold yourself to a higher standard. And it's like, forgive yourself for the things that you didn't know. Forgive yourself for what things that you failed at in the past. You are human. You are allowed to make mistakes. The point is making sure that you get up, learn from those mistakes, and move forward. So let's see what else we got coming in for the new year for you. Spirit says yes. So if you've been asking for a specific thing to come into your life, the answer is yes. Tell me more. What's coming in for Kiki? No need to worry. So if you're if you struggle with high anxiety or overthinking a lot, some of us, I'm guilty. Spirit says no need to worry. And don't stress yourself over things that you have no control over. Only focus on the things that you are capable of changing and fixing. Stay present. I think that's what happens with a lot of people, even with tarot. A lot of people get so caught up in wanting to know what's coming and not living in here and now, being present. We have Leo season and Pisces season. So between Leo season and Pisces season, something is coming in. Spirit says strengthen your talents. Strengthen your talents. If there's something that you have, creative skills, artistic abilities, whatever it is that you're good at, Spirit says strengthen your talents. For the new year, begin to explore. So you may also want to explore some other options as well. That could be job opportunities. That could be relocating to another area, another state, whatever it is. But going into the new year, Spirit says begin to explore. Even learning more about yourself, the things that makes you tick, the things that, inspire you, things that you're passionate about, just moving forward. Let's see. Spirit says it's written in the stars. It's written in the stars. So I feel like that's another message for you as far as like finding your purpose. What is it that you're passionate about? Go towards that thing. Spirit says worth a try. So it's worth a shot. Whatever you're passionate about and you've been holding out on doing, like if there's been something you've kind of been thinking about doing heavily, it's just been heavily on your mind to do it going into the new year, Spirit says begin to explore that option. See what it's going to take. See how much it's going to cost you. How much effort is it going to take? You know what I'm saying? How long is it going to be before you complete that particular course or whatever it is? But it's worth a try. perfect timing. Yeah, perfect timing. So now's the time. We have the situation will improve. So also if there's been any type of challenges that you've been dealing with, Spirit is saying that situation is going to improve going into the new year. Things that you've been finding particularly stressful and difficult is going to improve. Also, Spirit says look for a sign, and we've got forgiveness. We've got forgiveness. On the bottom, we have be grateful for what you already have. So moving into the new year, just learning to be grateful for the blessings that you have. Also forgiveness. Forgiveness is more about you being able to release the burdens of resentment and bitterness so that you can move forward. Doesn't mean you forget. Doesn't mean that it makes anyone's actions or behaviors okay or acceptable, because it does not. But forgiveness. And the same with yourself. Being easy on yourself. But Spirit says look for a sign. As you're talking about the butterfly while you were on a run this morning, Spirit says look for a sign. Signs and synchronicities come in so many different forms, but especially in particular, like what we call angel numbers in the spiritual community, like 1111, 777, 444. Like there's different angel numbers, and when you keep seeing repeated numbers, that is a direct message from your spirit guides trying to communicate with you and give you a sign. So Spirit says look for a sign. Butterflies, signs. Feathers, signs. Birds, signs. They're all signs. Anywho, that's what you have to look forward to going into the new year. I'm going to go into the tarot as well. Spirit, any specific specific messages? And just move this real quick. Any other specific messages for Kiki? What can she expect going into this new year? Ooh. Ooh. Okay, so we got the Two of Cups. You may be signing some type of contract or entering an agreement with someone. Like I said, if you are moving, if you end up deciding to move or relocate, you may be signing a new lease. But in regards to a love situation, this could be that you may be finding true love going into 2022. If you're currently single, you may be finding new love. You may find someone who is interested, like you guys share a mutual energy. Yeah, you may be coming out of an energy where things were stagnant in that particular aspect of your life, the romantic aspect of your life. So things may be picking up there. Or if you're in a relationship where there hasn't been a lot of communication, Spirit says be expecting communication. So that there could be two messages for you there, whichever one resonates with you. But we have the Knight of Cups. Yeah, somebody may be offering you, making a romantic gesture towards you going into the new year. So you may have a new suitor, a new option coming in regards to love. This person will be could be very much romantic, the type that likes to wine and dine, so to speak. This person may want to take you out, all the lovely things. Especially if you just recently ended a situation that wasn't panning out for you in love. It's like once you end one thing and you fully learn to love yourself enough to let go of what's not working, it's like then the universe brings somebody in who wants to give you love and support. Boom, we got the King of Cups here. So this could represent a masculine energy coming towards you that wants to support you, that wants to show love and has romantic feelings, who's emotionally mature and available. This could actually be a 10 of Cups situation. Spirit's warning though, because we got the Devil here. Great. Spirit's only warning here, and this could be a really beautiful connection. So with the King of Cups and the 10 of Cups, this person does really love you And that's verification. Knight of Cups and King of Cups is verification for me. This person really does want to build with you. This is beautiful. The Ten of Cups. He could be a Capricorn or have Capricorn placements, or you could. We have the Devil here. But Spirit is also just warning to be, to not allow yourself to be stuck on the negative, because every relationship goes through challenges, ups and downs. But also stand your ground. You know, don't hesitate to leave a situation if it's not working for you. You know what I mean? If your needs are not being met. Because love should never be forced. We got the Six of Wands. Yeah. We got the Six of Wands. So this looks like it could definitely turn out to be a very successful connection. Also, you may be getting the recognition you deserve in a job situation. Yep. Ace of Pentacles. Yeah. And your person may want a very stable, committed relationship with you, but also this could be in finances with the Ace of Pentacles, that you may get another job offer, or you may be receiving a pay raise going into the new year for whatever it is that you do. Like, they may want to offer you more to do more. That's a possibility. Two of Wands. Yeah, moving in a new direction. Or I feel like if you've been at where you are now for a while, it could be that they want to move you up in rank. Like, they want to put you in a better position. Yeah, Six of Swords. Moving forward. Yep. Yeah. Don't stress. Things are going to get better. With the Six of Swords, that's telling me where things may have seemed a little bit rocky, things are going to get better in regards to your job. Two of Wands, Spirit says to stay focused. Stay focused. Yeah. Page of Wands. Yeah, be excited to learn more, to do more. Just be receptive going forward in, going into the new year. Because there's there's a lot of blessings in store for you if you just stay focused and keep moving. Yeah, keep moving. We have the Empress. So the Empress is indicative of growth, and just great energy. A lot of growth and abundance, because the Empress is abundant. She carries prosperity. So remember, you are the Empress. So Spirit's just confirming that going forward into the new year, you're going to have a lot of opportunities for abundance and prosperity. Yeah. We have the High Priestess. The High Priestess is the keeper of secrets. She is the keeper of knowledge. So continue to grow, continue to learn so that you can utilize that information to where you need to utilize it. But it looks like overall it's going to be, going into the new year is going to be great. There's going to be a lot of great opportunities for you. And even if you end up having to leave a situation, it's because it didn't serve you, and that's okay. I actually just posted this yesterday. Like, everything that comes into our lives is not always meant to be permanent. Everything's not meant to be permanent. Some stuff is temporary, and that's okay. So don't feel bad about having to leave a job or leave anything, leave anyone. Block people, leave people. Everybody is, and everything is not meant to be permanent. Some things are there to teach us certain things. And that's our life experience. But it looks like it'll be, there's a lot of blessings coming in for you. Spirit says that your hard work is going to pay off. So there's a lot of blessings coming in for you going into the new year. Yep. So thank you for hopping in, love. Please be sure to subscribe if you haven't, and turn on your notifications so you'll be notified of the next live stream. But yeah, y'all, what goals have you set for the new year? I'm curious. Mine is eating healthier, and being concerned with moi. Not comparing myself to nobody else, just minding the business that pays me. minding the business that pays me and working on myself. What goals y'all got going on? What goals and what boundaries? Yes, you are most welcome, love. Yeah. That was my goal this past year, and I did it. I lost a little bit. But don't be so hard on yourself. Don't be so hard on yourself. You can do it. It's like you can lose the weight, but then it's like keeping it off. For me, that's the challenge. Like, I can lose the weight, but then when I lose the weight, it's like keeping it off. So it's like, really? No, but I feel you though. For sure. That's one of the reasons why, me personally, I want to kind of change my diet, like to eat better and things of that nature, so that I can, I'm not eating stuff that's gonna stick. Hey, Reedy. Right. Right. Yeah, it's a challenge sometimes, but you got this. You got this. You got this. Yeah, us air signs. Trust me, I know. The struggle is real. The struggle is real. I know it. And then, boundaries. My boundaries are still the same. Like, just not allowing folks. Another boundary that I started implementing is like learning how to, ooh, this is a hard one, y'all. Maybe y'all can help me out with this. But how do you tell somebody, right, Aisha? I'm still a work in progress. Because, it's coming from the most loving place, but y'all know me. I'm just brutally honest, and I'm not gonna spare no feelings, because what are those? But at the same time, I try to be as loving and considerate and respectful towards other people's feelings as much as possible. But sometimes people need to be told about themselves. They do. Like, some people are asses, and if you don't tell them that they're an ass, they just keep being an ass, and they think it's cute, and they think it's okay. Like, they think it's okay. So when you don't say anything about it, it's basically like a child running loose with no rules, no boundaries. If there are no boundaries, this child is running around like a banshee, doing whatever, and getting into things, and nobody's saying anything. There's no discipline. Sometimes people need to be chewed out, whether they like it or not. That's the reality. People will be like, oh, well, this person is so rude. Is she rude, or are you acting crazy? Because sometimes you need a reality check. Sometimes I need a reality check. I need somebody to snatch me back. Like, okay, get back over here, back in line. So I'm like, okay, now this, you know what? You're right. You are absolutely right. I cannot argue with someone who's honest. I can't argue with someone, whether I feel hurt or upset or whatever. I can't argue with something that's real. What you're doing over here, this ain't it, honey. Come back over here. So sometimes people need that reality check. It's not, because you can say something in the most, nicest way. Like, honey, you know that guy that you're dating is trash. He's trash. You see, I'm saying that with a smile, right? In the nicest way. He's trash. You know what I mean? And the person is still, well, she said my person is trash. Because he's trash, honey. How else do you want me to say that? You want me to wrap it up in a blanket and put a bow on it? There's no other nice way for me to say that. And a lot of people need to get their emotions in check. That's reality. That's number one. A lot of people don't know how to control their own emotions. They're triggered and offended by everything that's said. There's no reason for that. Learn to suck it up, buttercup. Learn to accept the truth for what it is, and learn to change. Learn to change your behavior, learn to change your mindset, and learn to love yourself more. Period. Happy New Year's, Tasha. Right, Kiki. Exactly. Right. I mean, I've had that happen too, Aisha. I've had that happen too. So, and that was, now that we're talking about this, that was one of the things that happened this year too. Like, I'm not sparing feelings for anybody. If you come to me, here's the thing. I'm going to mind my business. I'm not going to say a word. But the moment that you come to me and you ask me, okay, Jackie, can you tell me what spirit wants me to know about thus and such, whatever the situation is? So then I give you the message. Well, now your little feelings are hurt. But you asked. You asked. You opened the door for that. If you're not ready for the information, then don't ask the question. Don't book with me. Do not. If you're going to be all up in your feelings and crying in the car, don't book with me. Don't ask me the question. Because sometimes the truth hurts. And it's not really that it hurts. It's that a lot of times we know better. We just don't want to do better. We like the foolery. We like the foolery, yes. We like the drama. We like the excuses. Right, Aisha? See, and that's another thing. My people fail to, this is my goal, new year, minding my business. People fail to mind their business. They want to know, oh, well, how are you and your person? None of your business. None of your business. Oh, how is that little job you got going on? How is your little business doing? None of your business. None. Exactly, Kiki. That's what I mean. It's fine for you to feel that way. But like I was saying earlier, if I set a boundary, right, and I say, I'm not available on weekends, okay? Do not message me on a weekend and ask me for a personal reading because it won't get done. Well, I don't understand why, because before you used to do this before, because somebody's feeling salty about it. That's not my problem. Because they feel some type of way about my boundary, that's not my problem. And nor am I going to change it because you don't like the boundary that I've set. You can feel however you want to feel. You can feel however you want to feel. Even with the messages from Spirit. Spirit says you need to do more inner work. You have healing to do. Instead of dating, you need to be healing. Well, that may hurt someone's feelings. Well, I'm grown. I should be allowed to date. I'm not going to be perfect. Nobody said that you had to be perfect. So then you start telling yourself all these negative things. You start making assumptions because you feel some type of way. You're absolutely right. Your feelings are always valid. You have every right to feel what you feel. But feelings are not facts. That's the difference. Feelings are not facts. Just because you feel something doesn't make it factual. So when you're presented with facts, now it's time for you to, say, okay, am I going to stay stuck in the feelings? Or am I going to go ahead and move according to what's actually happening? Like, some people are extremely delusional. So instead of seeing a situation for what it is, they hang on to their feelings. Well, I love him. Okay, well, what's love got to do with this? Tell me where love came in here. Because the last time I checked, you haven't spoken to him in 2 years. So tell me where love came into this scenario. Well, we've been on and off for the past couple of years. Okay, so explain to me where love came in there. Tell me how love came in. You see what I'm saying? So you can that person is going to feel, well, And then Spirit's like, well, this person he's doing what he needs to do right now. He's not focused on this relationship. You got a 3 of Swords. Exactly, Aisha. It's the thought process. What does love have to do with it? People will think they're in love when really they're in delusion. People will think they're in love when really they're in denial. They're in denial. They think something that isn't. Well, I thought we were in a relationship. I get that a lot. I get that a lot from a lot of women. I thought we were. How did you think you were in a relationship? How did you not know that you? Because he said this. Okay, but he was doing what? You see what I'm saying here? Feelings are not facts. So when I present facts to someone, I'm hoping that intuition and common sense kick in and say, okay, well, let's weigh this out. She does have a point. She has a point, and it's valid. He only shows up at midnight on the weekend. He only calls when he wants to tell me about some drama he's got going on. But if I call him to make a plan for us to go out, he's not available. He's busy. He doesn't want to talk. Do you see what I'm saying? Exactly. Feelings versus facts. Head over heart. Well, I just want to help them. I want to help them. Check this out. Feelings will get you in some situations that you should not be in. I'm driving on the highway and I see a lady walking on the side of the interstate. I pull over. She hops in my car. That's the last time y'all see me. Because I felt like, oh, it's cold outside. I just want to help this woman out. I don't know how far she's going. I don't know where she's going. I don't know this woman from dirt on the side of the road, but I feel for her, so I pick her up. She's in my car. This woman she's wanted. Do you hear me? She's wanted. But because I feel so like I want to help her, because I care so much, I pick her up, and that's the last time I'm seen. She's a woman. Surely she's just she's trying to find her way home, or so. I feel like maybe she just needs a ride. Does she? Because then that's the last time y'all see me. My car's on the side of the road. Nobody can find me. My purse is lost. It's stolen. It's gone. Bad situation because I allowed my feelings to lead me into a situation. Facts. I don't know this person. They are a stranger. Facts. Right? She's on the side of the interstate. How did she get there? I don't know. I don't have enough information. What I can do, because if I feel, I can roll down my window and say, hey, are you okay? Are you good? Yeah, somebody's coming. Or, no, I actually need a ride. Well, you know what? I'm going to call 911 and let them know that you're on the side of the road at night. Okay? I'm not going to allow my feelings to rule me here. Well, then you have other situations where feelings are not facts. And when the feelings rule over, all logic is gone. All logic is thrown out the door. Well, I love him. Why? You love him, why? Well, because we went to high school together. We have history. We were in college together. We were roommates. Why? Tell me why. I want a relationship with this person because why? A valid reason. Well, he calls me. Great. So does my boss. When you ask him about the relationship, he doesn't give you any type of solid answers, but you love him. Great. Wonderful. You see what I'm saying? So I'm trying to, now, as of lately, I'm trying to learn to relay the truth in the most tactful way as possible, because people always feel something. People always feel something about everything. Very much something about everything that's said, everything that's posted on social media. People have something to say about it. It may not even be towards them, but people tend to be so sensitive to everything. Some stuff doesn't even require a reaction, a response, a comment, nothing. But people just, or instead of just taking in the information and saying, you know what? I need to think about this. You know what? Before you get upset, think about the information that's being given to you. Before you're offended, think about the information first. Just like if somebody gave you an option, hey, do you want to come with us tonight? Well, you know what? I don't know. Let me think about it. Do I have any plans tonight? Do I have a babysitter? Because I do have 5 kids. Do I have a babysitter? Am I going to be able to get home if I'm wasted? Like, look, let's think about it. See what I'm saying? Think about it before you choose to get triggered or offended. Think about it. Because there's a lot of sensitive people out there. A lot of them. Every little thing you say can be, like they say, your Miranda rights. Anything you say can and will be used against you. That's how it feels sometimes as a reader. That's how it feels sometimes. Anything you say can and will be used against you. Oh, you said this. Okay, so how you choose to interpret that, that's on you. That's on you. Well, I'm going to do, okay, well, do what you're going to do. Don't tell me. Just do it. Whatever you feel you need to do, it ain't my business. Go. Whatever you need to do. But if you come to me, just know that the words that are coming out of my mouth are going to be factual, not feelings. They're not going to be feelings. So however you feel about it, I have no control over that. However you feel about it, whatever you decide to do with it, that I've delivered the message. I am just the messenger. That's it. I'm the oracle. That's it. So anywho, what are y'all's goals for the new year? Kiki said her goal was losing weight. Mine is eating healthier and minding the business that pays me. Does anybody else have any goals for the new year? Because I want to know. And how do you deliver, difficult, how do you deliver difficult messages? Like you were saying, Aisha, with your words, because, we're both Aquariuses, so words can be like, how do you tell somebody the truth without offending them? I'm still trying to figure that out, because no matter how nicely it comes out, the person is still feeling some type of way, and it's like, listen, it's not me. It ain't me. It's just the message. That's all it is. You know what I'm saying? Thank you, Tasha Love. You can drop your question. Boundaries going into 2022. No. Saying no. No to things that I don't want to do. No to things that I don't feel like doing. Not taking on other people's issues and emotions because they're not mine. Advice for 2022. Let's find out, love. What boundaries are you setting for the new year? Y'all, I'm hearing, it sounds like I'm hearing something. I hope it's not a mouse because I'm not ready. I am not ready, okay? It's always something. So universe, what messages do you have for Tasha going into the new year? What messages do you have for her? Ooh, we have direction. Shift the way you move. Spirit says it's time for some changes. And we've got past life. We have nostalgia, memories, and reconciliation. Reconciliation. So there could be reconciliation between you and your person. Possibly. Let's see. Wisdom, learn from past experience. So that, I mean, that can go way back. That's one of the best boundaries. That really is one of the best boundaries. And that's pretty much my energy too, Tasha, going into the new year. If it doesn't bring me peace, if it drains me, if it drains my bank account, if it drains my time, I'm done with it. Period. It's all or nothing. Wisdom, learning from past experiences. Yeah, when you know better, you do better. That's what I heard. When you know better, you do better. And so that's spirit theme for you going into the new year. Like when you've learned from a situation, you've taken away certain information, then going forward, you know how to move. You know, you move accordingly. Because now you know the person has shown you who they are. This person has repeatedly shown you who they are. You believe them, right? Also, reconciliation is up to you. Here's the thing too with boundaries too, because even with family members, it can get just because you are related to someone by blood does not mean that you have to still have a connection. You may be tied to them. You may have painful memories of past situations that you don't feel comfortable with, and that is okay. Just because, let's say for example, something happened, you know what I'm saying? Something happened during your childhood, and you've got relatives saying, oh, well, why don't you come to the family reunion? Why don't you come over for holidays? Bring the kids over here. We want to see my grandbabies, blah, blah, blah. You don't have to do that just because you feel pressured by family. You have every right to decide, this is not for me. This is not for me. That's just like right now we're in Venus retrograde with Venus is in Capricorn. So a lot of people will have people coming back from the past. They'll have exes returning and all of that, you know. Just because someone comes back to you and says, oh, I'm ready. I want to try this again. I want to give this a new start. If you're not ready for that, then say no. Stand your ground and say no. I'm done. I'm tired of trying. I've tried all I can try and I'm exhausted. That's it, period. You don't have to feel obligated to, you know what I mean? Just to give in, just because somebody else feels, you know, just to make them feel better. Just because that's what they want. It doesn't matter who it is. Just because that's what they want. That's just like if you've ever had, I don't know how many of y'all have had this happen to you, but let's say, for example, like for work, you're not scheduled to come in on a particular day, right? It's your day off. But then they call you, oh, Tasha, can you come in and cover this shift? Absolutely not. No, I'm not coming in. But because it's your boss calling you or another coworker that's kind of like in charge, kind of sort of, but not really, calling you, you may feel obligated to go in. No, you do not have to. They gave you an option. It was an option. Would you like to come in? Do you think you could come and fill? No, ma'am. No, ma'am. No, sir. I'm not coming. Just because you know, you hear the urgency in their voice. Well, so-and-so, Michael didn't show up, Jessica didn't show up, and Tiffany's here by herself. So Tasha, can you come in because we really could use your help? No. Absolutely not. And people do that. People will use emotional blackmail to make you feel obligated to them. And it's not required. So going into the new year, that's where the wisdom comes in. You've been down that road before. And every time you go against your own internal compass, your own intuition, and every time we go against our own gut feeling, it only makes you feel worse. It only makes you feel worse because you're like, damn, I don't even want to be here. I was at home with my children. I was at home with my family. Or I was out. Whatever you was out doing, hell, you could have been out getting you something to eat. And you were not ready for that. No, I'm not coming. But because you feel obligated, they make you feel obligated. Here we go with feelings again. Because what are those, Kiki? Here we go with feelings again. Just because you feel obligated, no. Absolutely not. Spirit, what other message do you have for Tasha? We have the Page of Swords. we have the Page of Swords. Someone is thinking about you or you're thinking about them. Page of Swords. They're thinking about reaching out to you because the Page of Swords is like they still have their eye on you, their mind on you. You are the thought that is crossing through their mind. The Star. Yeah. Somebody has their eye on you. They're thinking about you. Four of Swords. You're taking a break from this person because it's way too much. This person wants a new start with you. Ace of Wands. Yeah, they want to start something new with you. Six of Cups. They want to reconcile. Oh, Spirit. Y'all are funny. They want to reconcile. Baby, come back. Two of Wands. Right. Two of Wands. Spirit saying you're focused on forward movement going into the new year. You're focused on your goals, your individual goals, whatever those are going into the new year. What it is that you want to accomplish. Let's see. Yeah, Three of Pentacles. You could be focused on your career as well. Saving up money for other things. Also moving or relocating, getting a new home, or like refurnishing your home, remodeling your home, whatever the case is, redecorating. But you could just be focused on other things. Here, what other messages do you have for Tasha going into the new year? Yeah, Nine of Pentacles. Very much Miss Independent vibes. Very much Miss Independent vibes going into the new year. You are Me, Myself, and I. That song by Beyonce. That's the song that I'm getting with Nine of Pentacles. You are very much taking care of your needs, and you are very much unbothered. Very much unbothered. Definitely, we got the Queen of Cups here on the bottom of the deck. So very much in Queen of Cups mode, which is really beautiful. Because for me, this is Cancer energy. And this Cancer, what I love about Cancers, they prioritize their own self-care. Cancer does not care what is going on. Cancer will be the one to get the pedicure. Cancer is getting their hair done. They're getting the manicure. They are going to go ahead and buy that perfume. Cancer is very much going to take care of their needs. They're going to go ahead and get that little expensive dish that they love so much. Whatever it is, that little seafood platter, the seafood boil, they're going to do it because that's Cancer. Cancer is all about self-care. Four of Cups. Yeah, you're very much distancing yourself from someone because you feel taken for granted. You feel unappreciated is the energy that I get. Going into the new year, you feel unappreciated and you're just distancing yourself from that energy because it's been a lot. You've been through a lot. Is this the Ten of Wands? This is the Nine of Wands. Yep, this is about tests, trials, and tribulations. Listen, collectively, everybody I know and their mama has been saying that 2021 was a lot. It was a lot. I feel like it was a lot collectively. So trust me, honey, it was for all of us. 2021 was a lot. Whether that was in your relationship, your job situation, your home situation, it was a lot. And it's like Spirit saying going into the new year, don't bite. No. Don't bite. You're seeing things from a new perspective. Ricky. Come here, babe. Come here. Hey, Ricky. Hi, sweets. I had to give him love. So Seven of Pentacles going into the new year, you're really going to be reevaluating relationships. And when I say relationships, like all of them. Like professional, platonic, romantic. You reevaluating where you're putting your time and energy. If it's not going to yield you fruit or the fruit that you're looking for, you're not going to invest in it. And that's a good thing. That's a good thing because before you may have been in an energy of like kind of feeling down and stuck in a situation that you weren't happy in, but you chose to grow and move forward. You chose to get yourself out of that situation. You chose to leave and walk away from whatever it was that wasn't serving you. And still going into 2022, you're still in that energy. If it doesn't bring you peace, Six of Swords, it's about moving toward peaceful energy. You are leaving it behind. Eight of Cups. Solid. And you're also in big Empress energy. So that's what's coming in for you. That's what's coming in for you going into the new year. Spirit, any other advices for Tasha going into the new year? Let's see. Indulge yourself. Self-care, whatever that is for you. You're most welcome, love. Self-care will be a theme going into the new year. Taking care of your needs. And that's one of the reasons why I talk about boundaries so much. Spirit said, allow yourself to rest. Some of y'all do need to take naps more. Some of y'all need to go to bed earlier. I'm talking to myself. Definitely that is on the agenda for the new year. I will be taking more naps for sure. Taking more naps. Because you know, when you don't have enough rest, it really does affect your mood. You're less tolerant. You're more irritable. You're not able to really focus as much because you're tired. And you don't have the patience. Which we're Aquariuses. Tasha, Aisha, me. Listen, we already have patient issues. So make sure you go to bed. Get you enough rest so you can get up and be productive. Because if you don't take care of you, child. Spirit said, do what you love. Do what you love. Absolutely. And take some time to reflect. Do what you love and take some time to reflect. Don't feel pressured to give anybody any answers immediately. Just because people come in with the drama. Fire signs, we love you. But y'all full of drama regularly. Water signs, y'all low-key drama. No, Cancer. Yeah. And Scorpio low-key likes drama too. Because usually Scorpio and Leo are together. Don't feel pressured to give anybody an answer. Take it from the earth signs. Capricorn, Taurus, and Virgo. You tell them something or give them something to read over. They're going to take their time. Capricorn might get back to you in a couple of days. Taurus might be a couple of weeks. And Virgo, maybe by the end of the day. But they are not going to give you an answer like that. Take your time. There is no rush. There's no rush. Just because somebody makes something seem like it's pressing or urgent, it ain't. They're not going nowhere. The situation ain't going nowhere. So don't feel like you have to do something right here or right now. We need you to buy this product because this is, it works for this and it does this and this is the sale we're having. Okay, great. Thanks. Go ahead. Going into the new year. Okay, great. Thanks for sharing that information. I find that a lot on social media because everybody and their mama is selling something. They have a business or they're providing a service and they want you to buy it. It's always this, you know what I mean? Like it's always, even on Facebook, Instagram, people are always trying to sell you something. If they're not trying to sell you something, they're trying to tell you something. This post, that post. Okay, great. Everything doesn't apply to you. Keep that in mind. Everything does not apply to you. So a lot of stuff, you can take it with a grain of salt. Like we always say, if it doesn't apply, let it fly. Some stuff doesn't even concern you. It's not even your concern. Spirit says, do what you love. Make plans to take time out for yourself, Tasha. During the week, during the weekends, whatever time you carve out for yourself, that is your time. And if you have little ones, that's mommy time. So you're not going to come in here with the noise and the toys and the crying and the hollering. And no, ma'am. No, sir. This is mom's time. This is my time. You have to take that time for yourself because otherwise you won't get it. Yeah, you got to take that time for yourself. Honey, even if you want to take time to have a little drink, whatever, you know what I'm saying? Like you grown. If you want to take time to have a little drink, if you want to watch a movie, whatever you want to do. You want to soak in a hot tub, whatever you want to do. But take some time for yourself. Take some time to do something that you enjoy doing. You know, if you want to go to the casino, well, like whatever you want to do. But you have got to take time to yourself because when those of us who are givers, when we constantly are in overdrive and we're constantly doing for everybody else, eventually, if you don't take quality time out for you, you feel burned out. You feel burned out. You get tired because you're constantly day in and day out. So definitely take some time out for yourself. And Spirit is also saying take time out to reflect and think about what it is that you want, what direction you're going in, how you're going to achieve those goals, and continue to put yourself in the vibration to receive what it is that you want. Spirit said allow yourself to rest. Now, I don't know about you, but when you get in the bed, put the phone aside. Because if you don't, because trust me, I'm there. If I don't put my phone on the charger and leave it to the side, I will end up being a victim of Instagram or whatever, YouTube, and scrolling through and looking at stuff when I'm supposed to be falling asleep. Sleep is the goal. Sleep is wonderful and it's needed. So make sure you're getting plenty of rest. Especially when you have children, make sure you're getting rest. Because, like I said, you'll get irritable. And Spirit says, indulge yourself. Make sure as much as you do for everybody else that you're treating yourself. Get yourself something nice. That nice outfit that you wanted, them pair of shoes, that purse, whatever you wanted. Indulge for yourself because you do so much for everybody else. You take care of everybody else. You need to be catered to too. And that's another thing in your relationship too. Like, whoever you're dealing with, allow them to cater to you. Allow them to do something nice for you. Allow them to get you a gift. Allow them to spoil you. You deserve that. Great, because that says you're setting boundaries. You're not allowing any and everybody to have access to you, and especially not freely. Especially not freely. That's one of my goals going into the new year. I'm not allowing myself to be free access to folks all the time. Because people take advantage of that. They do. They'll take advantage of it. Sure enough. And I don't blame you. I don't blame you at all. Excuse me. Right. And you deserve more than that. You deserve more. You shouldn't have to be like, if you guys go out to eat, for example, you shouldn't have to be the person who pays for it every time. Even if you've paid once or twice before, at some point, when do they step in and say, you know what? Let me take care of it. I got it. Or you're the one putting gas in the car because y'all are going somewhere. At what point do they step in and say, oh, honey, I got it. Don't worry about it. Don't even, I got it. You see what I'm saying? Somebody that's going to come in and step in and actually bring something to the table. And that's a really great question to think about when you're dealing with somebody. Like, okay, so how am I benefiting from this connection? What am I gaining from them? What am I learning from them? Are they putting me on to something? Are they showing me how to make more money? Are they showing me how to, be a better person? Are they helping me in my healing? Like, what am I gaining? Because if there's nothing to gain, then you have everything to lose. There's nothing to gain. Do they make me feel loved and supported? So those are questions to ask. And if the answer is no, then you know exactly what you should do. Right? So thank you guys so much for all the love and support. Thank you. Happy New Year's, everybody. Aries, Taurus, and Gemini, I will be working on y'all's readings tomorrow. So make sure if you're not subscribed to the channel that you please hit that subscribe button. And turn on your post notifications. Because a lot of people... Yes, that's a great way to look at it, Tasha. I agree. Exactly. You have nothing to lose. You have nothing to lose, love. And the thing of how God works is like, as soon as you let go and you release what's not working for you, something even more beautiful comes in for you. So I'm glad that you decided to put yourself first. That's great. Yeah, so Aries, Taurus, Gemini, y'all's readings hopefully will be posted tomorrow. So make sure that y'all subscribe to the channel. And for those who are new to the channel, donations are minimum $10. So those who are new, who don't know. And shout out to y'all for those of y'all new subscribers. But in the meantime, Tasha, honey, treat yourself, honey, because you deserve the best. So much love to y'all and Happy New Year's.